Carlos Sainz's highly anticipated Williams test results are finally in, and they've just flipped the script on the 2025 season. Could this be the game-changing moment Williams has been waiting for? What Sainz uncovered in Barcelona has sent shockwaves rippling through the paddock, with the data painting a jaw-dropping picture. Wasting no time settling into his new challenge, Sainz put the Williams FW47 through an intense trial at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, and the results were anything but ordinary. This wasn't just a casual get-to-know-the-car session, it was a deep, meticulous analysis of the machine's potential, strengths and lingering flaws. Williams walked away from the test with a goldmine of insights, information that could prove critical in shaping their 2025 resurgence. If the early signs are anything to go by, Sainz's feedback might just be the missing piece in Williams' puzzle. But is this the breakthrough that finally pushes them up the grid? Strapped into a 2023 spec Williams, Sainz quickly got to work, delivering feedback that left the engineers impressed. His insights weren't just generic observations, they were razor-sharp assessments that the team could act on immediately. Early signs suggest that Williams may have turned a corner in a key area that haunted them in recent years: high-speed stability. Sainz's initial reaction? Optimistic. And for a team chasing a resurgence, that's music to their ears. With years of experience at the sharp end of the grid, Sainz brought a wealth of knowledge to Williams, instantly drawing comparisons between his past Ferraris and the car he now found himself piloting. One of the biggest revelations came at turn 3, where he noticed a significant improvement in balance, something Williams had long struggled to perfect. This wasn't a fluke. It was the result of refined aerodynamics and a crucial reduction in weight. But not everything was sunshine and podiums. Sainz didn't hesitate to flag an area still crying out for attention: traction in slow corners. Turns 10 and 13 exposed the car's weak spots in mechanical grip and throttle control, an issue that could prove costly in tight battles. His feedback wasn't just noted. Williams engineers immediately began integrating his observations into their development plans, knowing they had an opportunity to fine-tune the car before the real test begins in 2025. After the session, Sainz sat down with team principal James Vowles and technical director Dave Warner for a deep dive into the numbers. This wasn't a casual debrief. It was an intricate breakdown of handling characteristics, tyre behaviour and braking efficiency. More than just pointing out flaws, Sainz offered concrete solutions, proving once again why teams value not just his speed, but his razor-sharp technical insight. One of the biggest takeaways from the test, Sainz wasted no time getting comfortable in the Williams cockpit. By the afternoon, he had shifted gears to qualifying simulations, and whispers from the paddock suggested his lap times were already matching last season's midfield runners. That's a serious statement of intent, not just from Sainz, but from a Williams team hoping to claw its way back into contention. Tyre testing was also on the agenda, with Sainz putting the hard, medium and soft compounds through their paces in varying conditions. The goal? To build a clearer picture of how the car behaves under different grip levels. Every lap fed the team valuable data, shaping their understanding of race strategies long before the lights go out in 2025. Another intriguing subplot was the growing chemistry between Sainz and Alex Albon. The two weren't just teammates in name, they actively worked together, sharing feedback and tweaking the car's setup. Williams views this partnership as a cornerstone of their future success, banking on the combined expertise of both drivers to fine-tune the FW47 into a true competitor. Despite the encouraging signs, Sainz wasn't shy about pointing out areas that still needed polishing. One recurring issue: aerodynamic inconsistencies in gusty conditions. Through the long, sweeping corners, he occasionally felt the front end wash out, a classic case of understeer triggered by unpredictable winds. It's a problem Williams can't afford to ignore, especially with the razor-thin margins that define modern F1 racing. The car's got real potential, but there's still work to do, especially when it comes to race pace, Sainz reflected after the session. What's exciting is how hungry this team is. You can see it in the way everyone's pushing to improve. Williams's engineers aren't waiting for Bahrain to roll around before tackling these concerns. Work is already underway to refine the FW47's aerodynamic stability, with a particular focus on airflow consistency. If they get it right, Sainz could have a far more predictable and competitive machine when the real business begins. One of the biggest wins from Sainz's first Williams outing, the FW47 has shed some serious weight. In 2024, the FW46 was dragging around an extra 15 kilograms, bleeding an estimated 0.3 seconds per lap, a costly handicap in a sport where every millisecond counts. While Williams hasn't made the official numbers public, paddock insiders suggest the FW47 FW47 is now flirting with the minimum weight limit. That's a game changer. A lighter car isn't just quicker, it's more agile, more predictable, and easier on its tires. A crucial advantage in a season where tiny performance gains could mean the difference between fighting for points and fading into the midfield. If this weight loss translates to race pace, Williams could finally shake off its 2024 struggles and give Sainz a machine capable of making real waves in 2025. To wrap up the day, Sainz embarked on a long-run simulation, a crucial test to gauge reliability and tyre wear over extended stints. Lap times remained steady, and tyre degradation stayed within a manageable range, an area where Williams had struggled in the past. Williams engineers will now analyze this data to ensure that any wear-related issues are addressed before the Bahrain test. Reliability remains a crucial factor in Williams's bid to move up the standings, and early indications are that the team has made progress in this area. For Williams, this test represents a stark contrast to past years when progress felt sluggish. In 2023 and 2024, the team struggled to implement meaningful changes based on driver feedback, often finding themselves stagnating in development. With Sainz now on board, the process has felt noticeably sharper, with immediate adaptations taking shape based on his insights. This shift in efficiency could be the catalyst Williams needs to finally break free from its midfield struggles. With his first test in the books, Sainz has already left a lasting impression at Williams. His feedback wasn't just useful, it was razor-sharp, showcasing a deep technical understanding that goes far beyond raw driving talent. It's clear that Williams hasn't just gained a driver, they've landed a development asset, someone who can fine-tune a car with the precision of a surgeon. His smooth integration into the team, along with a promising working relationship with Albon and the engineers, bodes well for what's ahead. Williams is a team with a rich history, multiple world championships, and legendary drivers. However, the team has faced significant challenges in recent years, often languishing at the back of the grid. In the 2024 season, Williams finished ninth in the Constructors' Championship, a far cry from its championship-winning days. Despite these struggles, Sainz believes the foundations are in place for a revival. Sainz sees similarities between Williams's current situation and other teams that have successfully rebuilt themselves in recent years. Williams's journey back to the top of Formula One will not be an easy one, but the Grove-based outfit has made significant strides in recent years. With a renewed commitment to infrastructure upgrades, technical recruitment, and strategic planning, Williams now enters the next phase of its 2025 preparations, tweaking the FW47 based on Sainz's insights. With more testing on the horizon, there's a quiet sense of optimism within the team. The real question is whether they can turn this early promise into actual on-track gains. One thing's for certain, Sainz's arrival has already injected a fresh sense of direction and urgency into the team, and that alone could make all the difference in the season ahead. So, what do you reckon? Is 2025 the year Williams finally shakes off its midfield shackles and claws its way back into contention? Can Sainz's experience and razor-sharp technical input give them the edge they've been missing? Or will it be another season of so close yet so far? Drop your predictions in the comments. Until next time, goodbye for now.